Hello everyone. Let me talk to you today on an important issue, that is the rupee valuation against dollar, which has become an important issue in the economic fundamentals of our country. Most of the problems in the economy are there or will be there due to the rupee valuation against dollar. See what is happening. The dollar outflow from the country is continuous in view of the selling done by FII in last few years. To your knowledge, let me tell you, 2020 was the last year in which FII was the net buyer. Since then, last 6 years, they are selling continuously on yearly basis, ranging from 2 lakh crore to 5 lakh crores in a year. This is the outflow of dollar which is happening continuously. Last year, the net FII sell was around 5 lakh crores. And in this year, in first 3 months itself, the FII has sold 2 lakh crore rupees of equity from the Indian market. So the dollar is moving out. Now, because the outflow of dollar is there, the rupee is weakening. So the solution is simple. The FII has to come back to the Indian equity. Why they have taken out money? If we know this, then we know how they will come back also. Let me give you the thought behind that. When FII invest in equity of any country, they expect a return of 15 to 18%. In any case, they are happy with 12% rate of return. And it is aligned to the earnings of the corporate. The earnings of the Indian corporate has not gone down. But still, the FII has sold because they have not made money. Even if they have made money, what happened? The rupee has weakened from 85 to 95 around 10 to 15% of rupee depreciation. So when they have given dollar to the country, and now when they are taking out dollar from the country, they are taking less number of dollars. So the return of 10 to 12% has got mitigated because of the currency valuation. And above that, if they have made any return, they have to pay 12.5% of long-term capital gain also. So now if my return has got substantially down because of strong dollar, and then I have to pay the tax also in the form of long-term capital gain, I am a net loser. That is the reason why FII is continuously selling in last few years. So now what is the solution? To the Honorable Finance Minister of our country, I would like to give this simple solution and a short-term one. Declare no long-term capital gain tax on FII for next 5 years from here. So the FII is clear that they don't have to pay, policy clarity should be there, that they don't have to pay long-term capital gain tax of 12.5% for coming 5 years. Then the review will happen after 5 years. The result will be there will be immediate inflow of dollars into the country when FII will start buying. When more dollar will come within the country, the rupee will become strong. So on one hand, if you are losing a small amount of tax, you are gaining because of the higher rupee valuation and saving on your import bills. Net, Madam Finance Minister, you will not be a loser. I have done my homework. I'm not giving you the data and numbers here, but you know that. So the solution is remove long-term capital gain on equity for FII for next 5 years. On a lighter note, Madam Finance Minister, let me tell you, if you don't do so, FII is not there, so you are not getting any tax in any way. Not getting tax with tax, what is the better situation? Not having the tax and not getting the tax. That gives a positive inflow by FII into the Indian equity. Madam, 7 lakh crore rupees of domestic investor buying was there last year against 5 lakh crore FII selling. The retail investor of our country is waiting for this move so that the FII comes, they buy, the stock market goes up, the valuation becomes stronger. They should get return on their investments which they have made in bad times in Indian stock markets. So, net, please remove long-term capital gain tax for next 5 years for FII. Let me tell you, US does not take any type of long-term capital gain since ages on equity. If US can exempt that, we can also try this. Singapore does not takes that. UAE does not takes that. More dollar inflow will be there, madam. Think twice. This is the solution. Immediate solution. Indian economy will boom. Thank you.